welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a video following a Chloe Boucher, I'm not sure how to say her last name. One of her tutorials, the one that I'm going to be following is called Golden Glowy Easy Everyday Makeup. So if you want to see my recreation, please keep watching.
I feel like this look would suit a lot of people. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first things I'm going to take are the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, and these are in the shade G40.
Okay, so I don't have either of those products, but I do have this Glam Glow Nude Glow Illuminating Moisturizer that I'm going to mix in with my Flawless Skin Fusion Foundation by Marcel, and I'm going to mix that on the back of my hand. She uses a brush to put on her foundation, and I've never used a brush, so I'm going to try this brush here, and I guess we will see how it goes. The illuminator, you can really see through the foundation, and it looks really pretty. It's very glowy. The brush does a good job of applying the foundation, but it did soak up a ton of my foundation. Usually I only use one pump of foundation. This time I used one pump of foundation with a whole bunch of that illuminating moisturizer, and I'm out and I haven't even covered my whole face.
Okay, so next up to conceal and kind of cream contour, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Warm. And I'm applying this in the areas that
I do not have the Urban Decay concealer, so I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Concealer in the color Custard. Let's see where she puts it.
Like this. And then when I was left on my wand, I just rolled it over my eyelids as well. And then I'm blending all of that in with a damp beauty blender.
Wow, she puts a lot of concealer on. So let's try. So her concealer is way lighter than her skin, but she did say that she uses it to cream contour. This is weird. Bring it by your nose, and then the rest.
All of that in with the damp beauty blender as always. Always. Then to set under my eyes, as always, I'm going to take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light, and I'm using my Real Techniques Multitask Cheek Brush, and then applying this just in the areas.
So I do have MAC Studio Fix Plus, but it's not near as light as hers compared to my skin tone. So I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use the lightest shade to powder my face. And I'm going to use one of these brushes. I love Kat Von D's powders.
I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury face powder in shade 2 medium, and I'm
So instead of the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix Plus because it is a little bit darker, just like hers was. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush.
Then moving on to bronze.
No, Chloe.
Then moving on to bronzer, contour and highlight, I'm going to use the one palette, which is the Be Bold Contour and Highlight palette. I really like this. I've been using it a lot recently. This bronze shade really reminds me of the MAC Give Me Sun, and then the highlighter shade here is really similar to the Anastasia So Hollywood highlighter, so it's really goldy, which I love. Anything that's kind of warm, I really like. And then there's also the contour shade, so this is more of a neutrally kind of brown, and it's not too grey, because sometimes contour colours can be too grey and they just kind of look mucky and too dirty on the skin. So I'm going to start with the bronzer. I'm using the Sigma F10 brush, and I'm applying this in the area.
Alright, I don't have that contour kit.
Powder is very light. It does have
So I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I'm going to,
so it's not very matte, but it's not
I'm going to bronze with this lightish.
So I'm doing big
and I'm going to bronze with
circles
this
on
one,
my
and then I'm going to
cheekbone
contour with
area
this
and
one.
into the temples.
Let's see where she puts her bronzer.
Really good. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to run that across the bridge of my nose. I'm also going to go underneath my jawline with this. So because this powder is really light, you can build it up to the kind of intensity that you like. So you can apply one light layer and then leave it at that. Or if you're like me, you can kind of keep on going with all of the layers. But I find that it never looks...
It is almost impossible to mess up with the Kat Von D Contour Shade and Light palette because they just blend so beautifully.
Underneath my jawline with this. So because...
Oh, she went underneath her jawline.
Too cakey on the skin. Next, moving to contour, I'm going to take the contouring shade here, and this is a Calamberry number 16 brush, and I'm applying this underneath my cheekbones.
So I'm going to use the same
areas too, and then
contour brush that
obviously
I always do.
underneath the jaw.
The Kat Von D palette again.
It isn't too intense, that's why I like
She's
it.
under the
Sometimes they can be
cheekbones.
too dark or too grey, and I'm not like a huge fan on contouring alone. I always use a bronzer, so the fact that this isn't too grey, I like it. Then I'm taking the same contouring shade with the MAC 224 and running this just underneath my nose and underneath my lower lip.
Ooh. So just this underneath my nose. And
Then moving away from the palette for a second, I'm going to use the MAC Warm Soul Blush, which looks like this. It's just a really
for blush for me,
colour.
I'm going to be
It's nothing too
using
intense,
this
so we just kind of look to keep it more
blush
bronzy and glowy.
in
I think this blush would be
colour.
perfect. And I'm using the Zoeva 127 cheek brush. I know it's kind of like autumn now, end of summer, so not a lot of people are going to be wearing as much bronzer and stuff, but I kind of wear this look all throughout the year. It doesn't really limit me to a certain season. Like, I just love bronze and I love this kind of makeup, so if you're like me, you can wear this all year. So next moving on to highlights, I'm going to use my Anastasia highlighter brush as always, and just wet it first with any kind of face spray will do. Then going back into the palette and picking up the highlighter shade.
I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. So she says to spritz your brush.
Same on the other side. And then with my finger, I highlight my nose, so just the tip, and then in between my brows.
She doesn't highlight her lip. What?
So moving on to brows, I'm using my Anastasia number 12 brush and just brushing through them first. Then I'm using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, and this is in the shade Soft Brown. So I'm going to take the lighter shade first with an
So again, I don't have that product, but I do have, this is really old. This is the closest that I have to her duo, and it's this. So this does have some left. This is the waxy dark brown, and then this is the light color that she says that she uses in the front of her brows.
Number 12 brush, and I go into the darker powder here, and then I apply that from the middle of my brows towards the end.
I'm not a really big fan of this.
Then to kind of set
Even
the
though I
brows
did use
and
it for
add
such a
bit more
long
colour, I'm using
time.
the Urban Decay Brow Tamer.
It's
I'm
not
not
bad,
sure what
but I
shade
don't really
this is
like
in because it came off the
powders
outfit,
in my
but I just know
eyebrows. I
it's not
like
the
the
lightest shade and
pomades
it's not the darkest, so I
that
think
keep
it's
it
medium
down.
if there is a medium shade.
So
And
now we're
I'm
gonna
just
go in
running
with the
this through them
darker
because
shade,
it
and
tints my
she
brows.
said on
So
the
some of the hairs are kind of slightly
powder.
blonde, so this will just kind of catch any of the hairs that are a little bit lighter, as well as kind of keeping the brows in place.
I do like that gradient effect. That's a good idea that she had.
Then going back into the Be Bold contour kit, I'm going to take the bronze shade in the middle, and this is a blank canvas brush, but I'm not sure the name or number of it because it's rubbed off, but it's just like the MAC 224, it's slightly smaller, and I'm going to take the bronze shade and put that into the crease of my eye. Then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to use that for the lower lash line. So I don't like it when it's too intense on my lower lash line, that's why I kind of use whatever's left on the brush. But if you like it to be more smoky, you can dip back into the product. Then I'm going to go into the contour shade from the palette, and this is the Blank Canvas E42 brush. So again, it's quite like the MAC 224, but it's just kind of smaller and a bit more precise, so it fits into the socket really nicely. And the reason why I'm applying the contour shade in here is just to kind of give it more of a shadow, so it's not just the bronze, and it will kind of give it more of a contrast. Okay, so I've just had to change my memory card. So if anything is changed in the video, I'm sorry, like the quality or lighting, I had to change it out because there's no space left on the other one. So basically I've just applied the contour shade into both of the creases of my eyes, and I'm going to deepen them up just a tiny bit more. So I'm going to go into the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So I'm going to take the shade En Fuego again and apply this with the same brush just to the kind of outer corner and into the crease, just to deepen it up a tiny bit more. But obviously,
what was that shade you
skip
used?
this step if you don't want them to be darker. You can just use.
I only have
contour kit
the
alone by
Urban
itself,
Decay
and it's
Naked
still
3
fine. I
palette,
just
so
kinda
from
want
there
a
I'm
tiny
going
bit
to
more
use, I
contrast.
believe,
Then
the
for the lid, I'm
shade
gonna take the highlight
Nooner.
shade just with my finger. The reason why I'm using my finger is because it actually gives a better color payoff, I think, anyway, with eyeshadows. So if you're using it for like an everyday look, using your finger is just so quick when you're applying like a shimmer on the lid.
I'm going to
Obviously, if you're
use
gonna be
for
doing
my
mattes
shimmer
in
from the
crease,
Urban
I
Decay
feel like you
Naked 3
definitely need to
palette,
use a brush for that,
Dust.
but
So
you can
I'm
definitely use
that.
your finger for shimmers and stuff like this on the lid. But I am going to take a small brush just like this. It's kind of like the Inglot 13P brush, and I'm going to take the highlight shade on this as well, just to kind of get the inner corner here, because obviously I have more precision with the brush than I do my finger, so just to kind of get it right in here. But you can use a brush to apply this all over if you want. Just going to felt like using my finger. I don't know why. Okay, so moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to use the PS Love. This is like the black brown eyeliner. It doesn't have a name or a number or anything like that.
I am
It's one
going
that's
to be
almost black,
using
but it's not.
the,
And I'm applying this in the
I was
upper
going to say the
waterline
Too
of both my
Faced
eyes.
black eyeliner, but I need it sharpened and I don't have a sharpener. So I'm going to use
Then using
the
a second PS Love
Palladio
eyeliner. So, by the way, these are actually from Penny's
brown
from
eyeliner, and I'm going to do the
This
top,
one is
and
like a
also she
medium
does the
brown.
bottom,
I do
so
have one that's even lighter than
the
this,
same
but
color.
none of them have names or numbers on them. So the one that looks like this, it's like a kind of medium brown. I'm going to pop this in my lower waterline. I just like my lower waterline, or like underneath my eye, to be softer and lighter, just because it suits me better. So after the eyeliner, I'm I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. So this is a step I do not skip anymore. I always have to do it. I actually think it makes such a huge difference. I used to kind of know
Absolute
that
favourite.
thought that it made a big
I
difference. I
never
bothered to do it,
curl
but
my
once I
eyelashes.
actually
I
started to
never
do it,
will
it is a
curl
game
my
changer.
eyelashes.
Then I'm going to use the Lancome
And I'm going to
Contour
use
Big
my favorite
Mascara.
mascara
This
as well.
is my
I'm going to
absolute
use the
favourite.
Essence
It's
I Heart
amazing.
Extreme
And
Crazy
I only
Volume
apply this to my
Mascara.
top lashes.
So she doesn't do her bottom eyelashes. Okay.
Moving on to lips, I'm going to take the Kylie Jenner Exposed Lip Pencil and obviously line my lips.
Don't have the Kylie Jenner lip liner, but I do
And
have a
then
light
for my
pink
lipstick,
lip liner.
I'm going to take the Maybelline Nude Embrace Matte Lipstick, so it's number 930.
See how light pink that is? Totally different kind of light pink than hers. She doesn't say it in the video, but I'm pretty sure she puts it all over her lips, so I'm gonna go and do the same thing.
And I really like this. I haven't used it in ages. And as I'm applying this, I realise it's literally the exact same as that Kylie Jenner Exposed colour. So if you're looking for a dupe that's drugstore, the Maybelline Nude Embrace Lipstick
Kylie Jenner's
is
been
literally
exposed.
the exact same colour. And
Take the
We're not done yet, Chloe. Okay, so I didn't use the same lip products as Chloe, but I don't like the ones that I used together. I don't think they really, I don't know, they don't really look good together, in my opinion. They will do.
then to finish everything off, I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just let that dry in. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think it's really nice.
Okay, so here is the finished product. I really like this. I think it looks super nice. It is really glowy, youthful, like super highlighting, illuminating, super pretty. And it's awesome because I am in spring and it feels like summer outside right now. So this is a perfect look. The one thing that I found weird was that she didn't put mascara on her bottom lashes, but I guess that's how she gets her natural everyday kind of look. This mascara is really great, so I do find that when I put it on my lower lashes, they do really stand out, so it wouldn't really make it an everyday look. This is super youthful look. I'm super happy. The eyebrows, I love her tip of putting the lighter shade in the front. Really love that. The products that I used that I had not really used before. This Glam Glow Illuminating Moisturizer, I mixed it in with my foundation and it's the reason that I got this little glowy look going on. So it's very pretty. But when I look in the mirror, it really makes my, I don't know, like, because usually my foundation matches my neck and then with this it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to go down my neck with more color, but other than that, I love this look. Thanks for watching. Bye.